Good morning, Desert Willow Wolves. Mrs. Davy here, and I am joined by, what's your name? Colette, Principal Colette for the day. She's going to help me with our morning announcement. So, will you please rise and join us for Pledge of Allegiance, our moment of silence, and what's next? Classroom purpose statement. Please stand and join us. Okay, what comes first? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, now please join us in your moment of silence. All right, Principal Colette, what's next? Breakfast. We've got a purpose statement. Our purpose statement. Okay, so now please take a moment to say your classroom purpose statement. Go ahead, Colette. All right, you may be seated. Well, good Monday morning, everyone. Today is May the 5th. May the 5th, 2025. And for lunch today, Principal Colette, what is for lunch today? Soft chicken taco with some salsa and elote. And for breakfast tomorrow, Tuesday, May 6th, what's for breakfast tomorrow? A breakfast platter. Here's what you can expect on your breakfast platter. It is eggs, sausage links, and what was the last thing? Biscuit. Egg, sausage links, and a biscuit, or a build your own yogurt parfait. All right, Principal Colette, you did a great job. Say goodbye to everyone and have a great day. Bye. Happy Monday, everyone. I do not have any students or staff members that have a birthday today, but there are some birthdays tomorrow. So Miss Dawson will be back with your birthdays tomorrow. Today, May 5th, kicks off Teacher Appreciation Week. So exciting. This is such a wonderful time for you to celebrate the teachers. Look at them now in your rooms. Give them a smile, a thumbs up, a you rock, and a we can't wait to celebrate you. All week, we get to celebrate the teachers who come to work every day to make sure that you are learning what you need to know to progress, not only to the next grade, but so we build a solid foundation for you. Desert Willow, I know this for a fact, has the absolute best teachers and staff here in Casa Grande. So it's high time we start celebrating them. So make sure that you take some time this week, whether it is a card, whether it is a little note, whether it's a smile, a high five, or a hug, that you are saying thank you to all of the wonderful teachers and staff we have on campus this week. Today, May 5th, is National Astronaut Day. National Astronaut Day. On May 5th, 1961, astronaut Alan Shepard Jr. became the first American in space aboard the Freedom 7 space capsule. This is when the flights to space were still very, very new. So as you know it now, it seems easy to just go to space, but it took a lot of science, a lot of technology. Could you guess it? Engineering, math, and a lot of bravery. So on May 5th, 1961, the flight lasted only 15 minutes and only went 116 miles into the atmosphere. Although it doesn't seem like much because it didn't go to the moon or it didn't complete any orbits, this was a very, very big achievement in the United States, trying to be the first to get to the moon. So it was considered a milestone and a trailblazing example of bravery. Space travel, when it first started, so back in the 1960s, was actually a very, very dangerous thing to do. Right now, more than 40 years later, it seems like it's, like I said, easy and safe, but back then, it actually wasn't. The people who went up there often risked their lives because it was so new as we were trying to figure out the safest way to do it and how to continue our adventures to eventually get to the moon. So happy National Astronaut Day. Miss Castro's class reached out to me and they said that they had some students who had pets from the shelter. I think there were 15 or 16. So thank you for letting me know. Shelter pets, gosh, well, let's see, here it is, 15 really lovable pets. So thank you for sharing how many pets you have gotten from the shelter and given such great loving homes. This week, we are getting into our benchmark testing. So this is going to mean a couple of things. It is something called DIBELS. You all are aware of DIBELS. So DIBELS testing is going to happen. Today, I have a team of helpers who are going to help DIBELS test our kinder, first, and second graders. So if someone comes to your classroom, they want to just listen to you do letter sounds, letter names, maybe some nonsense words, maybe some reading of passages. We are excited to see all that you have learned and how much you have grown. We are also entering the week in which we are doing our Galileo testing. So that is ELA and math for everybody. So you will have a time this week to do that in your classroom. We are excited. We want you to do your very, very best, because here's what we do. We get to look at how you did in the very first one back in July and August. And then we look at how you did here and we get to see how far you've grown. So it's super important that you take your time and you do your absolute best to show as much growth as possible. So we get to know just how well you did and be able to celebrate that with you. I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much to everyone for all of the kind words, kind actions, and cards and beautiful things that you brought forward to me for Principal's Day on Thursday. Some really, really sweet things. I wish I could show you. Maybe I can. Look, balloons in my office, super sweet. A little art project from MSI, really sweet. Look at all those snacks on the table. Thank you. Some flowers. You can't see all that. Thank you so much. And B Hallway, thank you so much for calling me down there and handing me flowers and the beautiful signs for Happy Principal's Day. Some really fantastic notes. This is fun. Shout out to kindergarten. What does Mrs. Davy do all day? I sat and read some of these. What would you say I do all day? Kindergartners, here's what some kindergartners think. First one, Kane says, Mrs. Davy watches us. I do watch you. The next one, I think Mrs. Davy takes kids. I mean, that happens, but let's clarify. I take them, for breaks, for walks to my office, but then I always return them. Miss Olivia. Let's see what else. Oh, yes, I talk about this on announcements sometimes. Mrs. Davy drinks coffee. Oh, I love my coffee. I drink my coffee and works hard. Thank you. That's really sweet, Bella. Another one, you all know I love my coffee. I think Mrs. Davy drinks coffee. Yep, Avery, nailed it. Nailed it. Let's see what else. Let's see. Gabriel says, I think Mrs. Davy eats donuts and has flowers. I got flowers. That was really sweet. What else does Mrs. Davy do? I think Mrs. Davy talks to people. Adriel says that I talk to people. I do that too as part of my job. And the last one, I think Mrs. Davy takes bad people to the office. I'm going to talk about this one a little bit. I actually don't believe we have bad people here. I believe that sometimes we have kids who are learning and growing and make mistakes. I definitely don't think we have bad people here. One of the things that I love about working at this place, Desert Willow, is how great of a place it is, from the adults, the teachers, the staff, everyone, to every single student. I don't believe we have anyone who is considered bad here. Sometimes we make mistakes, sometimes we have hard days, and that happens to adults too. So I loved this book. Thank you so much to everyone for your kindness, your treats, your goodies, your cards, your hugs, your love on Principal's Day. I'm so grateful to be your principal here. This place is like my second home, and I couldn't imagine going anywhere else. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everyone, that is all I have for my Monday morning announcements. This is Mrs. Davy signing off, wishing you the most magnificent Monday.